Welcome to Inside the Ring, boxing's official show of record. I'm your host, Max Kellerman. Joining me to my right, former heavyweight contender and world-class boxing trainer, Malik Scott.
What's up, Max?
What's going on? To my left, our in-house informant and Ring Magazine's senior insider, Mike Coppinger.
Wait a second. So he's world-class trainer. I'm not world-class informant?
No, you're right. No.
That's right.
No. That's the point well taken. You are a world-class informant.
Mafia's most wanted, my boy.
By the way, Mike has gotten a total of maybe 4 hours sleep in the last 8 days or something like that.
Yeah, let's go. We're ready.
And to Mike's left, a legendary retired Philadelphia Eagles running back and legendary active boxing fan.
Right.
Former all-decade NFL running back,
there you go.
Shady McCoy.
How y'all
I do
doing?
get Mike's, man. Like, you hear the difference in the intros
Yeah,
between...
look at that. Legendary.
I mean, hey, resume matters.
Yes. It's time for the lead hook. We start with the lead story in front of 21,324 fans at Madison Square Garden, the most ever for any event at that storied arena. Shakur Stevenson.
Oh, my God.
Put on a masterclass performance against Teofimo Lopez. We all predicted Shakur would win.
Right.
Did anyone think he would win like that?
Yeah, we all.
Here's my tweet on the fight. Quote, hang that one in the Louvre. That was prime Floyd or Sweet Pea. Shakur right there with Usyk, Inoue, and Bam among the first-tier pound-for-pound elite. Shady, in our group text, you said, and I quote, y'all not ready for the Shakur conversation. So let's have that conversation.
I'm ready.
You want me to start this thing off?
Set it off.
Kick it off.
I want to have an uncomfortable conversation about Shakur Stevenson.
Let's go with it.
Before I even get to the fight part, okay? Before this fight happened, we all thought that Shakur would win, all right?
Yes.
My favorite fight, I thought he's going to win.
Unanimously,
I picked
we
him.
all thought.
Not like that, though.
No.
TEO is such a great fighter. The brother won one round, maybe two.
Yeah.
I didn't see it coming like that.
Two max. Probably one.
Right.
Teo's a
Nice.
two-time lineal Ring Magazine champion. Two weight divisions, lightweight and junior welterweight. Both times he was the champ. Hasn't been done that many times in history.
And in the ring, he looked confused. Looked confused. He couldn't
No
do that with
answers.
Shakur.
Ran out
Well,
of
and
ideas
And
every
I'm
day.
going to say this, right? Because I'm going to get right to it. I know y'all love Usyk. I know y'all love Bam. And I know y'all love the monster. I love him too. Shakur top three, and he ain't three. And the only reason why I won't give him number one is because Usyk is he's a small man fighting on big guys in the heavyweights, right? So
Yes.
he's a cruiserweight fight heavyweights. I give you that. Other than that,
Inoue's also moved up a bunch, by the way.
okay,
A bunch.
but that's the difference. The difference is I haven't seen none of them guys y'all talked about that y'all love beat another elite fighter
That was a
that's
two-time,
that's
yes.
well accomplished like TEO is. And Shakur made him like a kid in there. I'm like, it's an amateur to a pro. I was sitting behind Andre. Where I said, Andre, I said, dog, did you know it was going to be this easy? Because I would have emptied every dollar I had to put on that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with money, but not like that.
Knew it was
Me
gonna
too.
be
So,
unanimous.
Wait,
when we do
let's
pound for pound,
address what
pound for pound, he needs to be.
let's address what Shady's saying. Two. Look, when you rank fighters in a division, it has to be based on merit, who they beat. It must be the resume because they're earning a shot at the title.
Yes.
That is not the same as pound for pound.
Okay.
Pound for pound is what you truly believe in a given moment, right? So, yes, you should have some evidence. It can't just be a hunch.
Right.
But once you have the evidence you think you need, like, for example, that fight.
Come on, man.
It is legitimate for someone to say that they believe that Shakur is the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. When I listen to what you say, Shady, what I'm hearing is, look, underneath, I really think Shakur is number one. But because I got to give credit to Usyk for what he's doing
That's
in a
what I
bigger
hear too,
division.
Max.
And
Yes.
you know what? I kind of agree with that. Where are you
you
guys
agree
with
with
this?
that? Okay.
I don't
Look,
agree
I
with
gotta-
that at all. I think Shakur has to do that 2 more times or 3 more times to be considered the face of boxing. I think like he had a great performance.
Different conversation, face of boxing and number one pound for pound.
I'm only going off of where I know Shady is headed. I'm kind of punching where I know he's going to
Okay,
be
got it.
because he really believed that Shakur is the face of boxing
Yes,
now.
he
So I'm
is.
trying to kill that conversation
got it.
because he has to do that not one time. He has to do that 2 more times in those same type of performances against those same type of opponents.
But see, even that part, like, there's a couple fights with Usyk. He looked great, but those was competitive fights against top dudes.
But how many times he
Shakur-
did it? He didn't beat
I
Joshua
know,
once.
what
He
I'm
beat him
saying
twice.
Is, but I
He
heard
beat Fury twice.
I get that. Close fights.
Shady,
right?
Shady, wait, I was about to agree with you. Don't go down the
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm about to actually agree with you. Don't do
Shakur,
this.
he's starting to like you, so be cool. But real quick,
By the way, there's a whole story there, too. The beef is over.
Right.
Usyk, right? Great
Yes.
fighter, and he had a very competent. Very
That's
competent.
Usyk's resume.
What?
That's what
He said
told
Usyk,
you,
great
yes.
fighter.
Right.
Right, so that was competitive fights, right? He
Yeah.
won. It was competitive fights. when you watch Shakur with TEO,
It was a shutout.
it was a shutout.
It was two different
There was nothing
classes of
competitive
fighter.
about that.
Wait, I want Mike.
Yes.
Get in here because I have something to say about this
Yeah,
fight.
look, I was about to actually agree with Shady for
You
once.
should.
I
But he
don't think
went
it's
left.
crazy to have Shakur number 2. He looked that good.
Oh,
And
okay,
I want to say, right, I've been critical of Shakur in the past because I don't like when fighters are not engaging. Look, Max, you and I both love that classical boxing style. And what he did on Saturday is the style I love. He was not running. He was standing his ground. He was boxing, moving, using his jab. Beautiful check hook off the jab. That's the kind of fighting I like to see and the kind of boxing I like. So, Shady, I do agree with you. That's
right.
We're not going to get crazy on Usyk, though.
But-
Yes.
Usyk was
I
a man
love
at 200 that beat up 270 pounds.
He's
Tyson
not getting
Fury.
crazy. He's giving what he's
he was
saying is
getting ready to go
whatever
crazy.
he's
He was
doing.
getting ready
No,
to
no.
go.
What he is saying, and I agree with Shady here, is his suspicion is Shakur's actually number 1, but he won't give it
Right.
to him over Usyk
Respect.
because of what
Right.
you're
Respect.
saying, Mike.
Right, and what I'm saying
I agree
is,
with that.
when Shady went the first time around, I totally agree. And then Malik said he was starting to, then he was starting to go down
I just
the.
know where this is headed with him.
I'm being respectful. Usyk should be
Thank
number
you.
1 because, like I said, it's cruiserweight.
Who you
beating all
really
these-
got as number 1 right now?
No,
at
but
the
I'm being
moment?
respectful because
Okay.
I believe in resumes, right?
Okay.
I work hard for my resume, so I believe in
Right.
resume.
Fair enough.
So Usyk, I'm not going to take that away from you. But the Shakur situation, we need to talk about that.
So you got
Okay.
Shakur number 2 then.
Hey.
I got him number 2.
Let's get off of pound for pound for a second
Yeah.
because there are a couple things here. You mentioned the way Shakur fought. I know you guys think I get on Devin Haney.
No,
and I
I was
like
just
Devin
thinking
Haney.
about- I know that's a prime
here's
example
the
of what you're
difference.
talking about.
Devin Haney boxed beautifully against Norman early
yeah.
and then stopped boxing. He started sitting on a lead, which is running and holding. That's not boxing. Shakur boxed every second of that fight. Shakur, I can't even think of the time where Shakur grabbed Teo and held him. Not one time. Like, maybe it happened.
He
I don't
actually was
remember.
being physical
Yeah,
inside
he
when
was.
Tia was initiating.
Here's boxing. Boxing is standing and punching
That's right,
range,
yep.
right? You move your leg, you use your legs when you
reset
got to get
and-
out of range. You do not hold, and you are throwing punches. Boxing is hit and don't get hit. Shakur is the best at that.
So 2 points I want to make real quick. One is, yes, you're right, Max. Different than Devin Haney. Shakur, what I would say, he only did that once. It was like maybe the end of round 9. He did it for like 20 seconds. He didn't do it
He
again.
did. I know what you're talking about.
It was like a
Yes.
weird stretch.
yeah. He's
Okay,
not-
so that's the first
So
thing
that's
I
the
want to
first
say.
thing, yeah.
This is the second thing I want to say about that fight. Teo had no strategy.
At all.
And guys, humor
None.
me for a second
No
here.
tactics. At all.
I think it'll be interesting. Like you said, tactics. I want to talk about strategy. And I want to use chess to explain it, okay? There's a difference between strategy and tactics, okay? Let's start with chess. In chess, in the opening of the game, you must control the center of the board.
Right.
Okay. Like if you place a knight in the center, it can hit 8 squares. In the corner, it can hit 2. Where you have to control, you have to fight for control of the center because strategically, that's your strategy. Fight for control of the center, control the board. Now, tactics are like punches. Okay.
Yes.
Tactics are I do this, he does this, I do this, he does this,
Not
I land a
positioning.
punch, I get a pawn, I win a piece, okay? Those are tactics. In chess, if you control the center of the board, when you start to look for tactics, they will all favor you. If you start to look for tactics and he controls the center of the board, you're going to get beat up because they're all going to favor him. In boxing, when a southpaw fights an orthodox fighter, whoever has their lead foot on the outside strategically is controlling the space. That's for multiple reasons. One is your back foot, if you're righty, takes you naturally as you throw punches in a clockwise position. If you try to just imagine throwing punches as you're moving counterclockwise, you have to stop and
It'll go
set.
slower,
It's harder.
yeah.
It's slower. And southpaw is reversed. So if you can get your foot on the outside, it forces the other guy into, even though you're fighting in circles, essentially a retreat.
Right.
That's first thing. The second thing is tactics. How do you win those pieces playing your chess, right? When you get your foot to the outside, if you're fighting a southpaw, you have the hook to the body
hook to
available
the
to you.
body.
Your power hand is close to his face.
Right hand to the chest, maybe. Freeze him.
Chest or head.
Yep.
His backhand is way far away. He has
would
to
have
go
to cross
all the
his
way
body to
across
get
his
to you.
body,
Yes.
and his hook, you're outside the hook. Okay.
Takes way too long.
Teo and his corner, his dad, had no set. One round he won, maybe the 8th.
No
he would
answers.
jump out with his left foot to outside Teo's
body.
outfoot, and he would hit him with a hook in the body.
Yeah.
Maybe he won the 8th round, and that was it. And then there was no cut stopping in the corner.
That
there
was
were no
crazy.
instructions in the corner. Teo's dad, I'm going to talk to him. I've met him. He's always treated me very well.
But we honest on this
I
show.
need to say something
time.
about
We
this.
honest on
It's
inside
It
the
is
ring, baby.
time,
Yeah, it's time.
for Teo to move on to another trainer. You have done, sir, Mr. Lopez, an amazing job with your son.
Good job, y'all. So far, great
You
job.
have taken him from
That's it.
from nothing to incredible heights. Congratulations
And we thank
to
you
you.
for that.
You
Yes,
deserve
we
it.
do. Now
It is time to let him go.
yeah.
You got to get him
Good
to the
job,
next
Max.
level,
Yes.
or else this is as much as he's going to.
Malik, you available, Malik?
All right, guys,
Absolutely.
the floor is
You know
yours.
what?
I know
So,
I
I
want
wanna
to
say this,
teach him
so-
the craft the right
Yeah,
way, baby.
also, I like Teofimo Sr. Good guy, right? He's always been good to us, is what I mean.
We love him.
And when he's saying to him, hey, you're going to hate yourself tomorrow, I don't mind those motivational things, but you're saying punch him more. Use your footwork.
Hit him.
Give
Where's
him
your
something-
power,
you have to give
bro?
actionable
He said,
instructions.
"Where's your power,
you
bro?"
don't give great actionable instructions. It's Bomac, Terrence Crawford's trainer.
Yeah.
There has to be
Who
something
could have been
actionable.
trainer of the year, by the way?
It has to be calm, delivered in a cohesive manner,
Not over Robert
easy to
Garcia.
execute.
We're going to stop that. If you got one fighter that did a whole lot, you should be trainer of the year when Robert
Garcia
Garcia
didn't
got
get
a
it
whole
either,
gym.
anyways.
Right.
Yeah,
I didn't
that
agree
was
with that
deserving,
either. That's
too.
a whole other conversation,
Yeah,
but go ahead.
yeah. But I'm saying, if you were in the corner for, like, if I were anyone else, you're in the corner, you say, hey, Teo, you got to get your. It doesn't mean you're going to get your lead foot outside, but you just like you won't necessarily control the center if the other guy's better of the chessboard, but you have to fight for control.
Max.
You got to make it a
And if you're
struggle
not
for
going to fight
control.
for control, at least get your lead hand
Now,
up.
you guys are are way more technical than I am, so I'm gonna give y'all that.
There you go.
But
Watch
listen,
this.
man, I'm just be honest. I don't care who's in the corner. Malik and Robert and Bo Mac.
Oh, he ain't gonna
It
win
wouldn't
that
make a
fight.
difference.
No,
it wouldn't make a
Shakur,
difference.
talking
He
about
wouldn't
the
win that
effort.
fight.
I know.
We're talking about the
I get all
effort,
that. So
JD.
let me just.
He could've
I'm
won
a
a couple
fan.
rounds.
I'm a
Yes.
fan over it. So I heard what y'all
Yes.
saying. I get all that. Right, I would write notebooks. I get all that. Cool. Watching that fight, Shakur had him so confused because
Yeah.
I get it. Your corner may tell you different things, but as you're a fighter, you're the one in there. You see
Yourself.
different styles,
Yes.
so you can adjust without your corner telling you certain things. The problem is Shakur was so great with the jab and the distance. There's nothing he could do.
But
fighters-
Shady, you're an elite athlete. You know how important coaching is.
There's
Making
fighters
adjustments at halftime.
that's but not
There's
better than
certain-
Teo that gave
but sir,
Shakur
but
better
sir,
work.
this the thing,
That's
though.
all we
Delos
said.
Santos.
Yes.
Yes.
He's good, though. Delos Santos is
Yes.
good.
Shakur,
He's not on Teo level.
Shakur's biggest fight and best fight, he made it like it was his easiest fight. So what I'm telling y'all is, that's cool. But there's some times where guys are just so much better,
Okay.
no matter what they're
Let's
telling
move
you,
on.
it ain't gonna
We
matter.
got more to do here. I'll say this.
coulda did more, Shady.
Just to put a button on this part of the conversation, Shakur has now entered territory. I know he doesn't have the resume yet, but he will start to be mentioned when we all saw him early. Hey, could he be eventually known as one of the all-time great pure boxers, like Willie Pep and Pernell Whitaker and Floyd Mayweather? And the answer so far is yes. He is on that trajectory.
Yes.
After the fight, the best pure boxer in the game called out Conor Benn. Check it out.
You're a champ at 135, now a champ at 140. You said it would take a big fight to keep you at 140 or above. What would that big fight be?
And we're going to go back to the drawing board. But hold up. It's a fighter in here right now, and he motivated me tonight, too. Where's Conor Benn? Hey, Conor Benn, we can get it banging, boy. We can get it banging, boy. I want that same rehydration clause that you put on Eubank Jr., and I want to fight.
Too small for me, bro. You're too small for me.
I'm a dog.
You're tiny.
I'm
You're
a
tiny,
dog,
bro.
I'm
You're
a dog.
tiny, bro.
My skills is too much.
You can't punch.
Okay.
You can't keep me
Okay.
off you.
Okay.
You up.
We gonna see.
I'll pull you down. I'll
Sign
pull
the
you
contract.
down. Let's
Sign
get
the
it
contract.
done. Hey,
Let's make it happen.
Hey, Turkey, let's get this fight
Yeah.
done. We can do it next.
Yeah, you
We
don't
can do-
scare me.
You think I'm
I'm
scared
not
of you?
scared of you.
You think I'm scared of
Let's
you?
make it happen.
You think I'm
Let's
scared
make it
of you?
happen.
You
Let's
can't
make it
box,
happen.
man.
Let's make it
I'm
happen.
not scared of you,
Let's
bro.
make it happen. We don't even got to keep talking. Let's make it happen.
No, we can do it next.
Okay.
You got to watch him.
Eddie,
we can do it
I
next.
want him.
Eddie, let's do it.
He's
No, we can
food.
do it next.
He's food.
No, we can do it
He's
next.
food.
We can do it,
I
mate.
got him.
I'm food.
Okay,
Bro,
food.
come up to welterweight with a
Food.
big. Come up to
You
welterweight with a big
food.
dog.
You food.
Come up to
You
welterweight with a
food.
big dog.
You food.
You small
Okay,
guy.
see him
You're a
soon.
little man.
See him soon.
You're a
See
little
him
man.
soon.
All right, guys, thoughts on Shakur and Conor Benn?
I think it's really smart of Shakur to call out somebody like Conor Benn, who's a big star in the UK.
Yes, he is.
You know, that's a bankable fight, a big money fight, and you always want to fight a guy who's going to sell the fight. And Conor Benn's one of the best at selling fights. One thing Conor Benn said that, made me laugh and I want to mention here, he kept saying to Shakur, you're small. I actually thought Shakur looked his best at 140. I think it's a better weight for him
Big,
than
too.
126,
I
than
agree.
130.
Yes.
He was stout. He had great balance. And
Bigger than Teo.
he was strong in there. He stood his ground against Teo. So I think Shakur 140 is a better weight class for him. And lastly here, Shakur kept saying, oh, Conor, I'm only fighting you with a rehydration clause because you did that to Eubank. Fair play. I hope Shakur was only messing with him and trying to say, like, hey, don't be a hypocrite, but I don't want to see a rehydration clause, obviously.
You got something to say?
Yeah, I do. I like Conor Benn. He ain't doing nothing with Shakur.
But he's in the moment.
No, I'm not. But all I'm saying is,
what I'm saying, bro.
Well, let me get my point real quick.
Conor just fought Eubank Jr., right? And remember what I said. I said with that style he fought, it doesn't matter who he fight, he would give them trouble. Just because Shakur just looked like the world's greatest the other night, I give him credit. I still remain on my statement that I said about Conor. If he fight discipline with no emotions and stick to a game plan and use his feint, he's very rough and evil on the inside. He's going to push that gas a little bit more than TEO did against.
Cepeda did because he was busier?
Well, you could say that. I think Conor is actually better than Cepeda, though. He's a
And
lot
he's
more.
rough on the inside.
Cepeda had, like, I know you guys, Cepeda.
Yeah, Cepeda one-dimensional come forward.
He won maybe 2 rounds in that fight. Let's be honest. Actual rounds. 4 rounds if you're being very generous. Yes, I could see that.
But even at 140, though, like, to me, Shakur looked bigger than TEO. He looked stronger than TEO.
To me, too.
So my thing is, fighting Conor Benn, like, listen, y'all guys was working a lot in this fight, and I was drinking a little bit. But there was certain times in the ring, I'm like, damn, is that Floyd or is that? When I watch Shakur, like Floyd Mayweather out there.
You know what the difference
all I'm
is?
saying is,
I thought Floyd actually took more chances when he had guys in that type of situation.
Floyd
would have stopped TEO the other night, bro.
Floyd was a little more offensive,
Yes.
but Shakur is a southpaw, and that makes it even more difficult to fight him.
See, that's what we disagree at. And I was talking to Devin Haney about this because he hears some of our stuff on TV. And I was like, yo, I'm all about winning. So, yeah, Shakur probably could have stopped him in the third round. I mean, he might stop him. But he want to win. He outclassed him, made it look easy.
And dominated.
But that's okay. That's a win for him. That's a win for me. But somebody might want to try to
I was entertained
let his
by
hands
the fight.
go.
I was entertained.
Yeah,
Because
but everybody's different.
Sometimes you just get a performance.
Yes.
And when a great pure boxer is putting on a performance, some people will complain, oh, it's boring because there's no drama.
Right.
But you have to, I at least, appreciate the fact that he's operating on such a high level that there is no drama. He is in total control. And I just, when you see something like that, I say you hang it in the Louvre. It's a masterpiece.
Yes.
Meantime, our snitch over here went undercover and caught up with Shakur. And in case you don't know, Shakur Stevenson is one of boxing's many stars who have beef with Mike Coppin.
Yes, a lot of them.
Or at least had beef. Well, let's see how this unfolded.
Yeah, they good now.
245.
Mike Coppinger here with Inside the Ring with the new Ring Magazine Junior Welterweight Champion, Shakur Stevenson. Brilliant performance. You just beat Teofimo Lopez. You won 1 round only across the 3 scorecards. How do you feel in this big moment?
I feel good. I feel good. You want to tell them the news though?
Hey, we gotta pick right finally. You know, Shakur Stevenson.
No, tell them the news.
Oh,
Me and you
the beef is
finally-
over. The beef is over.
We squashed it.
We squashed it.
Okay, man. God damn, so we done. But it was a hell of a night. TEO, he came and tried to do his best, but his best wasn't enough.
Yeah, and I think that's fair. I thought TEO, he came, he brought it, but you were just that much better. I was so impressed by the range control, the balance, the discipline in there. How did you feel in there?
I knew since the second round it was over. I went back to my corner. I told him, I said, I'm stronger than he is. And when I seen that, it just gave me more confidence, and it was my night.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you filled out really well, 140. You looked really strong in there, big. Is this your best weight class?
I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna be at 140. I have no clue. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board and sit down and scan myself. I'm gonna watch the fight, see how I like it, and we'll see from there.
Certainly, we got to get one defense of that Ring Magazine Junior Welterweight Championship, though, right? Just one.
I'm the man at 140
You're
now.
the man right now. That's right. That's a fact.
That's fire. That's fire. That's fire. I put in a lot of work for this, though. All glory to God, and hard work and dedication equals success.
Yeah, and look, and like we said, we're good now. I know we had differences in the past, but I give you a lot of respect. I saw how hard you trained in there. It showed in the ring, the discipline, the shape you were in. You had great cardio. Looked like you could have gone, 18 rounds.
I could have. That was easy. I actually was picking it up as it go, but TEO, he fought to not get stopped, so respect to him.
Wait, so respect for fighting to not get stopped?
I mean, he could have got stopped in there. It was almost over at a couple of times.
Isn't that more respect, maybe, if you...
I mean, he's a tough fighter.
Yeah.
He got power, too. Speed, too.
So that cut you opened up, that was what, precision?
That was me just being the best. Hey, Mike, we about to get out of
All
here.
right.
Appreciate
Get
you.
your rest, Shakur.
They rushing me. Let's go.
Okay, Mike.
Look at that. Mike's clapping for himself.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. You're a made guy now. Like you're a made guy. See how everyone treats you nice now?
Yeah.
Oh, so nice. Thank you, Uncle Max.
I feel good
Yeah.
now.
Uncle Max.
When they come
Sometimes
to
they know he's
interviews, we
here.
won't have to have all the security in the back for Shakur and those other guys. So I'm happy that y'all safe
Listen,
now.
I'll tell you this, Mike. Never lose the thing that makes these fighters not like you, because that's what makes you good at your job. And by that I mean it. I do the same thing, only I do it with more charm. But but like the reason some guys get rubbed the wrong way by Cop is because he will ask you an honest question and tell you his real opinion.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's rude, right? Because socially, people feel awkward doing that, and so you're not really supposed to do it, and you'll do it anyway. So you got to keep that part, even as you're making friends with everybody. All right?
That's one of the things I like
that's part
about
of your
Mike.
brand.
Yes.
If you're gonna be an informer, you gotta be the best of all time. It's like,
World class.
come on now.
Be a real
The
snitch.
main
all
thing
way.
is that Shakur knows that you're not malicious. Like he thought maybe, my sense is he thought you maybe were doing stuff with some malice. That's not
Said he
Cop.
was hating on him.
That's really just who he is.
Mike don't hate. Well, not well.
Not usually.
Yo, he do.
Yeah,
He
sometimes.
does. Yeah, he
Maybe
hates.
sometimes.
Well, I
No,
can
he
think of
hates.
one time.
Or 2 times.
You know, also, the interview was at 3 in the morning, so I think we were both too tired to fight anyway if we
You were
wanted
sleep
to.
deprived?
Just a little bit. You and I, what? We were in New York. We went to Vegas
Yeah.
on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
We did Zuffa last night, and then here we are now.
I just
So-
don't complain about it. I just do my job. But it's okay. You can. For those watching on YouTube, head over to DAZN to catch the rest of the show. Coming up, more action from Ring 6. This is Inside the Ring.
Pound for
Congratulations.
How's
The
it feel?
beef is squash.
You know, I'm sure we'll find a new beef to replace this one. We'll get
Yeah.
another one.